Imagine a world where France ruled most of Europe, a world where the French flag flew over countless cities and towns. This was nearly a reality thanks to Napoleon, a brilliant military mind whose strategies and tactics were revolutionary. His ambition seemed limitless. However, one battle fought in a seemingly insignificant farmer's field changed everything. On June 18, 1815, near the small village of Waterloo in what is now Belgium, history pivoted dramatically. The Battle of Waterloo was not just a clash of armies, it was a clash of ideologies, a confrontation that would shape the future of Europe. On one side stood Napoleon, representing revolution and imperial ambition, a force that had reshaped the continent. Opposing him was an alliance of nations determined to restore the old order and halt his expansion. The stakes were incredibly high, and the outcome would determine the fate of Europe for generations to come, altering the course of history. Think of battles like Gettysburg in your own American Civil War. They are turning points, moments when the tide of history shifts. Waterloo was Europe's Gettysburg, a bloody struggle that ended one era and ushered in another, forever changing the landscape of power. For Napoleon, it was the final curtain call, a crushing defeat that shattered his dreams of empire and sent him into permanent exile on a remote island. The story of Waterloo is a complex tapestry of military strategy, political intrigue, and human drama, woven together in a single decisive day. It is a story of courage and sacrifice, of blunders and brilliance, and above all, of how a single day can reshape the destiny of nations, leaving an indelible mark on history. The road to Waterloo was paved with Napoleon's ambition and Europe's fear, a journey fraught with tension and uncertainty. After a string of stunning victories across Europe, Napoleon had been defeated and exiled to the island of Elba in 1814. His dreams of empire seemed shattered. However, his exile was short-lived, as the indomitable spirit of Napoleon could not be contained. Sensing opportunity in the growing discontent within France, Napoleon escaped Elba and returned to France in 1815, ready to reclaim his throne. His arrival ignited a wave of popular support, as the people saw him as a beacon of hope and strength. The French army, still largely loyal to him, rallied to his side, ready to follow their leader once more. Napoleon was back in power, and Europe was once again at war, the continent bracing for another round of conflict. This brief period, known as the 100 Days, was a time of intense diplomatic maneuvering and military preparation as nations scrambled to respond. Facing the resurgent Napoleon, Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia formed the Seventh Coalition, a formidable alliance. Their armies converged on France, determined to crush Napoleon's rebellion and restore the French monarchy, a task easier said than done. The stage was set for a decisive confrontation, a battle that would determine the future of Europe. Napoleon, always a master strategist, knew he had to act quickly and decisively, leveraging his tactical genius. He decided to strike first, aiming to defeat the Allied armies before they could unite their forces, a bold and risky move. His target, the Allied armies of Wellington and Blucher, positioned in what is now Belgium, a strategic location. The clash was inevitable, and the fate of Europe hung in the balance, as both sides prepared for the monumental battle ahead. Section 4, Waterloo's Long Shadow, A New Europe. Section 5, The End of an Era, Napoleon's Final Defeat, marking the collapse of his empire and ambitions.